What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Morbified Rides. I'm your host, as always, Morbid Mopars, and today this is the introduction to our next rescue and resurrection and possibly rehome. I might keep this one, I don't know. What we have here is a 1966 Chrysler Newport 444 barrel car. It's two-door, obviously, black interior, and it's an air-conditioned car. This particular car was for sale up the road from where I live about 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, I was a teenager, and I didn't have quite enough money to buy it. And it was in a lot better condition back then as well. There had been a deer hit, right front fender, and the grill was broken. Right front fender was replaced by the guy who did end up buying the car. And that gentleman, who later on in life became a friend of mine, has since passed. I always wanted to buy this car, and I just never had the opportunity. Another fun fact about this car is haunted. The last guy who owned the car is around from time to time. I can feel him. I can't see or hear them, but I can feel them. And also, prior to him buying it, a previous owner from a lot earlier in this car's life was with the car. He actually, the last owner, named the car Casper. So I'm going to keep on with that name. And a friend of mine who's a medium actually talked to the other spirit that's with the car. And it's a lady. She appeared to be in her 30s by what my buddy said. And apparently she loved to cruise this car on the circuit in York County in York, Pennsylvania. And she just loved riding this car and racing. Can't imagine it's an extremely fast car. It is a 440 car, but anyway. I had to rescue this one, guys. I always wanted this car, and I had the opportunity to buy it for not a lot of money. I had to do it. Look at that wheel. Isn't that special? I really like the dash in this car too. And it has a really neat looking shifter knob. Bent seat. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but there's a lot of mold. Here's your air conditioning registers. And yeah, hoping by the end of the weekend I have this old girl running again. Got some weight reduction, not a lot, just a little bit. The other side's a little worse for wear. I'll show you that in a second. I like the taillights on this car. I think they're neat. This side's a little bit worse. Got some weight reduction down here. Got some weight reduction here. And down here. Torque boxes appear to be solid. The frame and the floors appear to be pretty solid in the car. I'm gonna sew that headliner back together. I don't believe in ripping headliners out of cars just because they come apart at the seams. I'm just gonna hand sew it back together and get it back up around the roof bow there. It can be saved and the car will look a lot better than if I ripped it out. I believe this was the fender that was replaced. I think. Left fender. Might have been the right. Really can't tell. I mean, the right has some red paint here. I don't think it's original to the car, but that could be factory red oxide primer. But it also looks like there's some mud down in here too. Under the hood, 440 with a 4-barrel and an Edelbrock single plane intake. I already blew this out. This was a disaster in here. This is the second take on this video too. My camera shut off in the middle of the first one. So anyway, whoever's watching this, thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. By doing so, you're helping promote my channel, which sole purpose is to rescue, resurrect, and rehome these old cars, as many as possible. I don't know if I'm going to have the heart to get rid of this one. The spirit that's with the car is very friendly and kind of like their company. So I'm not sure. The last car I sold that was haunted, I regretted it because I missed that car ever since. And that actually got sold to a buddy of mine in Germany. The car's in Germany now. And that guy has his own channel called Mackenzie Motors. And he's a good buddy of mine. He's still in touch with the person he sold my Belvedere to. And the car's well cared for and loved, and his garage kept now. So it's not all bad, but I just miss cruising in that car because I was never alone and I never felt alone. So anyway, everybody, Thanks. Take care. Hope everybody's got a great weekend, and stay tuned for more on this car.